Right as you enter the bedroom, we have a soft spot on the floor. Here. Floor joists. Bathroom closet. Right at the drip edge area. Water intrusion from somewhere. Back door. Seam. That could definitely be the cause of a leak on the outside corner in this area. Right to the right of bedroom window, you can see an open seam. Kitchen window. And the vent there. I see an open seam. I see the same exact thing right over that vent right there. Somebody's already been trying to seal it. Another open seam. Doesn't seem to be broken completely, but they will leak. Right over this particular window, there's another seam. It's opening up. Right there. Right over that window. Just past the stove vent. Right there. There has been obviously somebody up here before trying to figure out where they were, because at the bottoms, I noticed from here down on several of the seams, there down have been caulked, trying to find the leak. And right now I'm over the bedroom, I guess still, just past the vent here in the kitchen. Cool seal failure. That's what I see so far. As far as the seams go, they seem to be okay for 99%. And I can see somebody has been caulking from here down. So they've been looking for this leak. And caulking failure. Re-caulking, re-cool sealing. I think this entire roof will take care of any leaks from the top. So I don't believe there's any major problems on the roof that cool seal and the right type of caulking wouldn't take care of. That's the seam. You can see where it's coming apart from the caulking or the cool seal. And I believe I'll see it even worse on the next one. And I should be right above the shower here. Right above the shower. I'm almost at the end of the house. There's another seam I'm going to look at right there. That's the last one. Right above the shower. There's a broken, not a broken seam, but where the caulking, you can see from here to there, somebody, the last bottom 6 inches has been putting caulking on these seams. So somebody knows at some point this has been going on. What type of caulking they're using? It's definitely not a silicone, and it's definitely not a Lexel type. Maybe more of a painter's caulk, just because of the way it comes apart. That's a leak. That could be the reason why they have problems with the bathroom floor. Not 100% though on that. This is over the bathroom. And we definitely have a problem here on that seam. Not only can you see the rust, so the water is getting to the metal more than likely through a seam. When these seams get hot and cold, they expand and they shrink. Nothing that a good quality caulking and cool seal would take care of for sure. So far, since I've got on the roof, I've gone from my ladder only this way. This seems to be the worst seam that we have, and it's over the bathroom, and it goes on down there. Nothing there, but it starts again here at the top. Like I said, somebody has been up here running caulking, trying to figure it out. A lot of vents in this area. There could potentially be leak problems. This roof, for 99% of it, is in perfect shape. It's one of the better ones I've seen. I haven't seen anything on this particular roof that some caulking and a nice coat of cool seal wouldn't fix. You got to get the water to stop getting to the metal. You can cool seal the top all day, but as soon as it gets underneath, there's no cool seal on there underneath that metal. So if water gets to that, then that's when you're going to see that little rust stuff going on. That means water is protruding underneath that lap. Same thing down at the bottom. So we need to get that to stop before any damage is caused, because so far the seams themselves seem to be holding together pretty good. I don't see any flexibility in it, so that looks pretty good. The metal that overlaps the ridge, as you can see where they've screwed it down, does have a few places that in a good windstorm water could blow into. Although this metal that comes up this side should go up as far as to the top, but we don't know that. So it could be as far as to here. And underneath this metal is a plastic liner that makes it so if water gets here, in anywhere, on seams or anywhere, it literally will stay on top of the plastic until it gets to the outside of the wall. So I don't think on this situation that he has any water that's actually getting into the wall from the wall itself or from the gutters. I believe it all coming from areas like this, and that seam there and that seam there could definitely be a problem in this room, in the bathroom. A lot of areas where they put the metal together, on this side you can see under it. All it needs is to be sealed and recoated. That actually goes on. Same thing right here. A good high wind can blow water in here, lands on the plastic, runs down the plastic to the outside wall. That's generally what happens. Even on the open seams, if you get a broken seam, it's going to run on that plastic. See that? Anytime you get these, that just needs to be caulked. Caulking. Nice new coat of cool seal. This roof is in great shape, actually. The roof is in pretty good shape. Pretty much a good ways down through there needs caulking and coating. This porch transition on the other hand, they used some type of a fabric. I'm not sure what it was, but it didn't stick to the metal, as you can see. And water, you hear that? Water is still traveling back up underneath there. Nothing's stuck. So he has some water intrusion here. And a few trees, obviously growing out the gutters. That, oh my God, that's getting tight too. The roots will go back here and just follow. The water's just gonna follow in right there. So this needs to be all cleaned out. And we got pine trees growing up here. Cleaned out. The roots going up underneath there will allow the water to also go under there. And once it gets under, of course, it's going right to the wood. But it's never good to have a tree growing out of your gutter. Although it'd be pretty cool looking if it wasn't bad for your roof. In order to keep moisture from going underneath this house, these vents all need to be sealed. It's got a good solid underpinning. But anytime water runs down the wall and it goes in here, it will cause moisture under the house. And I see he has his vents open, which is a good thing. But this is a moisture problem under the house. That was what that will cause. Very nice underpinning, very nice. I would definitely suggest sealing and making sure that these vents are installed properly and held in tight where they should be, because that's going to allow water to get under the house and cause moisture problems, which is probably the reason for this ditch right here. So much water's gotten in there that it's has to find a place to get out. I do like the underpinning. If you notice anywhere you see a crack or anything like that, it's coming from around the vents. That's the only place that it is. Good possibility is just from leaking. I would seal all these vents, most importantly.